Hey, what's going on? It's Boncleasy, and we're taking a look at Chronos here. He's on the PTS, and to say I've done some testing, and I found a few, couple things that are a little crazy to say the least. All right, let's get into them. For starters, we're gonna play a game where you tell me what's wrong with the picture, okay? What's wrong with the picture? Could someone tell me in the comments? Alright, your chance is over. If you missed it, you missed it. But there's something wrong in that picture there. Now, I don't know how this happens, but it happens. And so I'll explain it really quickly. It goes a little something like this. So Cuckoo Khan's a really cool mid and everything, right? I like Cuckoo Khan a lot, but Chronos doesn't really like Cuckoo Khan. And I'll show you why he doesn't like Cuckoo Khan, because he does this thing where he has 4,000 and insta-kills him with a poly shot. And Chronos also really hates the Gold Fury. Chronos really hates the Gold Fury. He hates it. He hates it a lot. I don't know why he hates it, but he hates the Gold Fury. He really hates the Gold Fury. You know who else Chronos really hates? Chronos really hates the Titan. Now, Chronos has probably the biggest beef with the Titan. Out of any god in Smite, I think, probably. Look at him, he's toying with them. He's toying with the Titan. He has super major beef with him. Now, I don't know if you know, but, Smite is doing a pass. See, everything has beef with Chronos. But Smite is having a pass on penetration and the rod situation. I think it's coming up in some patch and some other things, but who needs rod or penetration when you could just have cooldown? You know what I mean? Not to mention, Chronos ADC. Everyone's been talking about Chronos ADC, right? But who needs Chronos ADC when you can have Chronos full int death metal? You know what I mean? I feel like that's just a better equation for happiness, you know? There's this little thing you can do. You know, just this little thing you could do right now. And yeah, I don't know if you could tell what was wrong in all those, examples I showed, but they were pretty bad. You know, I would say this is, like, balanced, to say the least. Through some testing, I would say it's probably really balanced, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say there's really anything really bad about this, you know, to be honest, or anything. There's nothing wrong with what just happened. Completely and utterly a part of the game. You know what I mean? Let's spawn this guy in. What's he gonna do? Oh, how about nothing? Oh, the one time I mess it up, okay? The one time I mess it up. It's these minions. It's these minions, dude. It's not my fault. It's the minions' fault. Sorry. Okay. Alright, now it's time for Chronos to be actually the final boss of Smite, and not the Titan. Did you see that? Could you count how many autos it took to kill that guy? I don't know. Well, if you look at the bottom left, I have 4,400 strength. Seems to be balanced. Seems to be balanced right now, to be honest. And to be honest, you don't even need Rod anymore. You can only just have Totem, you know, it's really just for the cooldown. Who cares about the passive when you can have 4,000 strength? Let's get into some other ridiculous things, why don't we do? Let's come over here and let's make a normal build, an actual normal build. But this is the special item right here. That's the super special item. We'll just have a normal build, right? Let's say you're Chronos running around the map. Now, if you want, you can do this fun little thing called having 600 plus movement speed, which is nice and everything, you know. Who doesn't need 600 plus movement speed? You know, Chronos base kit, look at him. Inspirational with the damage, you know. This combo. Let's also talk about something really quickly. Let's talk about a realistic ADC build. That was a realistic mid build. Let's talk about a realistic ADC build here. Get rid of these items, right? And let's do this little thing called Bing, and where is this other item? Yo, I'm blind. Don't mind me. Bang, there we go. Look at this build. This is a cool ADC build, right? All right, let's do some testing here, right? I autoed this guy, 218. Drop the passive on the damage. 320. 380. Blah 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 blah. You get the idea. It stacks with Bracer. Now, spawn this little fella. Let's spawn this little fella. Now, no Bracer stacks. 535. Bracer stacks at 8. Keep the Bracer stacks going. Reset this shit. 582. 582. How many autos is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is PTS, but you know, in PTS some things might be broken. Things might be a little too broken. And if you want, you can still do the beautiful old, you know, ADC build. Who can stop you? You know what I mean? Now, I don't know where the coding failed, but who can stop you when you're Chronos ADC? Or how about machine gun Chronos that you can't get away from? How about that? Let's put on Hastened, you know? Click this button, bing bang, and then machine gun Chronos. Pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. And that's Chronos in the PTS. That's really all you need to know. Chronos is a pretty balanced build, as you could see there. I don't know what's good with the coding, but I think really what the buff was Chronos' cape, to be honest. I think it's the cape they gave him. But his objective burn's pretty mid. I mean, he can't really kill the Titan, to be honest with you. Or anything, you know. He doesn't really do that well against the Titan, I'll show here. He's kind of not really the greatest at burning the Titan and 1v1ing him. Oh, let's just show it. You know, I would say it's pretty balanced. And that's pretty much the video. I was just going to show off some like cool things I found. And yeah, Chronos is pretty balanced. Yep, that's the end of the video. Peace.